Hey guys, welcome back. This is ChosenArchitect, and as you can see behind me, we're going to get to work customizing some of the interiors on these buildings. So, I hope you guys are ready. So right off the bat, I want to do one thing today. So as you can see, I am back in the Nether. Man, you never know how often you're going to be in here. But I want to go after a particular item. One that can grant me black dye without me needing ink. And that's a wither rose. And we can actually grow a wither rose. But first, I want to kind of clear out a little bit of an area just to place this down and spawn this wither in. Now, I should be able to easily kill the wither without it doing too much damage to me. But unfortunately for this this poor sheep that I have in my mob imprisonment tool here, that's not going to be the case. So let me go ahead and spawn in a wither. That's right, I forgot. You cannot have it obstructed like that. Spawn in the wither. There we go. And then what I'm going to do is after it does its explosion thing, I am going to place this sheep, and it should kill it, granting us a wither rose, hopefully. It's a new item. So placing it, that sheep, kill the sheep. There we go. Did it give us a wither rose? It did not. Okay. So what I'm going to end up doing is this wither is here. I'm going to go back to my my portal. I'm going to get another because he's kind of stuck there. I'm going to go back home. I'm going to grab another sheep. And as crazy as this is, go back to the Nether, go back there, and see if we can't get a wither rose to drop that way. Who knows? So it's a chance thing. I don't know if every single time it'll drop a wither rose, but we do need at least one wither rose so we can start growing them. And so I'm going to head back in here, and you're going to see exactly what I'm trying to do. So that wither shouldn't really go anywhere as long as I'm not nearby, but we'll stay there. So that is a plus, but I need to get it to actually like shoot it to kill it. Okay, so the wither's down here. All right, now come on, wither, kill this poor sheep. Don't target me, target the sheep. Come on. All right, you're playing games with me now, wither. Kill the sheep. Come on. I know you can target it. You're not targeting me. Target the sheep. Wow, this is one wither that is just not very smart. Maybe if I go away. There it goes. Okay, so now it's targeting. It targeted that sheep. And did we get it? Yes, we did. Okay, so now we can kill this guy. Pretty easy, because he's really not doing any damage to us. And there we go. Okay, plus we got another nether star, which I'm not going to complain about too much. But the main thing I wanted was this awesome wither rose. So now that I have some black dye, I can actually start decorating these a little bit. And I'm thinking about adding, like I said, I wanted to add more life to these things. So building up like a fireplace of some kind would probably be a good idea. And we can use some kind of fireplace mantle. Now that we have like fireplaces that we can actually put fire in and it not catch everything on fire. Like, how nice is that? So to do this, let's go ahead and use like this, like sort of like a fireplacey mantle type thing that we can build up with. Go ahead and do this. This spot is where the fire is actually going to go. And then normally there's this like mantle piece, sort of like this. I'm going to use not the slab going sideways. Man, that's hard to get used to. It's going to go like this. And then on the top, I'll probably put some more slabs like this. And then the rest will just be stone going up until we hit the front. Now, luckily, I can place these going sideways like that. Look at that. And then once we hit here, I can, well, actually, once we get it up out of the house, that's when I'll probably start taking it sideways like that. Because I might even leave these like full block size. But what I can do is I can add these on the side. Like this. There we go. To maybe change up how it looks. Like that might even look good replacing this. Placing it on the side. Looks very, very interesting. By the way, if you hear loud noises in the background, I can't help it. It is currently thunderstorming outside, and it is going crazy out there. So, I mean, I can't really block out thunder sounds. But anyways, the only problem I end up having, which I think I can get around, yeah, because this actually fits inside these blocks, is going to this point, and then what I need to do is I need to go in here, and I need to find out where this block is currently residing. Like what is the block that is in this thing's place? And it's this one, which is actually this block. And I just need to build this out. Same goes for this. And then place that block back in there, because I'm not too concerned about the block being in there. So there we go. So we have this. And so what I'm going to do is right where this stops, right here, this is where we're going to take this up. I'm going to go ahead and use like some mossy stairs. Why not? Some regular stairs. And I want to do this for just about every single one of these places. And then just build it up sideways, just like we did our other ones. And that should make a perfect looking chimney. Just like that. And then to give it life, well, we just need to make some fireplace. So of course, I can't just use one fire. Like I can't just use one fire pit. So, or campfire, I should be calling it a campfire. I will place some hay down in here. And of course, that's going to go there. We'll place this one fire here. Oh. Well, that was unfortunate. It actually places sideways like a slab. That's unfortunate again, because that's the second one that's done that. Okay, that's going to be... I guess I just got to place it like directly on there. I wasn't expecting it to place like a slab. Okay, but anyways, at any rate, let's go ahead and just place it then. There we go. Then place that. You can see now we have light in there. And then for this, we just need to go 2 down. Actually, we can probably go more than 2 down. Let's go this far down. And then place it. And then we'll see smoke come out of it. So that definitely gives it some life, in my opinion. And is going to look like it's an... like, I don't know. I think the smoke just really adds a lot of ambience to this. And that kind of looks like a... definitely looks like a really nice looking... like hearth. So I think it looks really good. Wow, so I was thinking, like, would this look good? And this actually looks fantastic on here. And we could wrap it all the way around. Look at that. That definitely adds a bit, doesn't it? It's almost like there's shelves now on the side. So I was coming up with ideas for what I could do for this area right here, like a living area for like a TV. I think we can go with like monitors right here from ComputerCraft. And this works really well for like a TV, right? It's already framed out and everything. Like it's set up nice. If I wasn't going to use this, I would have used like a screen from RF Tools. And I was kind of looking at it. I was trying to remember if the old Star Wars thing could play on here, but apparently that is something that has been taken and put in like something that you find in a chest. So you have to find that custom floppy disk in a chest somewhere, and the chances are pretty low, but it's not a big deal. For right here, I was thinking, man, we could like do speakers, right? And I could probably move this couch over one like this. We can make these speakers. Now, what's a good way to make this an actual speaker? Well, I was thinking of like doing this, like putting these glass item frames right here. And then on the glass item frames, using this framed glass. And it kind of gives it that like speaker grill look, and I could do it for the bottom. And then for the top, I have this other idea for these other types of speakers that are actually speakers from the same mod that we're doing the TVs from, which is ComputerCraft. So if we do glass item frames, that is a frameless. It's a frameless item frame. That sounds so weird to say, but it is. It's a frameless item frame. So what this allows us to do is actually have like our surround sound speakers. So like, for example, right here would be a great place for a surround sound speaker. And we can put another one over here, or we could just put them directly behind the couch here. And put them, we could put them here. I think that might look a little weird, but we'll see. And look, we throw this in here. Now it looks like 2 speakers sticking out of the wall. Like these would be like our surround sound speakers. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. For a center channel, we really don't have very many options. I actually don't know other than like a slab. I don't think anything would really work other than like a slab. But for this, I mean, it kind of gets the job done just the way it is. Like we don't have a sub or anything like that, which would normally like be in the floor down here. Like that would be the sub. And I mean, other than that, this actually does look like it's a TV setup. The only thing missing is maybe like a little shelf right here. And to do that, we could use something like this, some of this wood or something like that, to add like a shelf. So this area right here, I kind of wanted to convert into some sort of kitchen as well. As this is like the living space, we have a kitchen. And honestly, there could be more rooms to this, but I mean, I'm just for decoration, right? So oven, throw that right there. And we have a fridge. This is from cooking with blockheads. Usually the fridge will tend to be up against the oven just to save space. And then from there, we can add some cabinets. And I might want to put a sink right here. Why not put it right next to the window? And of course, right next to the door. Actually, I want the sink near everything else. And this is from Mr. Crayfish's furniture mod, which is a fantastic mod, by the way. So this will be a nice little corner piece. And then we could have another corner piece and another cabinet right there. And that gives us a really decent kitchen. Also, what's a house without a quirky little mailbox, right? Look at that. Look at that quirky little mailbox. That is actually a chest. And it says ChosenArchitect's mailbox. Look at that. So another thing I can do is I can add a rack for different tools and stuff. And then we can put like a spice rack right here. Now, of course, no front door is complete without an oven, without a mat. And welcome, peeps. There we go. Actually, I probably want to rotate it around, right? Want it to be, you would normally have it out front. I guess this would be the good place. And you know what? I should do this. Welcome, Patreons. Or I guess it would be patrons, wouldn't it be? Welcome, patrons. That's kind of neat. So as you walk in, bam, you're greeted with that nice little floor mat. I thought that was a cool thing to kind of show off. That was definitely a floor mat. But this is all functional, by the way. Now, if you hooked up this as an actual multi-block, it would be a lot more functional. But, you know, for what it is, it's not bad. And this right here could be a nice little bar we have set up. Let's see. Can I have it hooked together? There we go. Look at that. And we got a nice little island in the middle. Pretty nice. Pretty nice, not gonna lie. Would it be better to do it like that? Nah, I kind of like it the other way. Let's keep it nice, small, and simple. And then over here could be like a little reading nook. And so we just have like a little couch that is right here. Little chair. And I mean, maybe have a little table that's over there. I just gotta make that stuff. So let's just make this nice and simple and actually just turn this into like a dining room table. Like, look at that. Bam, now we have a nice little dining room table. It works so good. Oh, I wonder if there's anything to like place on here. Well, I guess we could use like item frames, right? We could use those invisible item frames and we could technically place items on top. Like maybe there's like some kitchen knife and supplies and stuff like that we could use. So as far as placing items on things go, I mean, we do have a couple of options. I have these fruit baskets and I think like a fruit basket would look really good on this table and also here. And then inside we could throw like a couple of different things in it. Like maybe to do something like this. I don't know if mushrooms show up. And then it's like a basket of a bunch of different fruit and stuff. Same goes for this. Like just throw a bunch of like random stuff in here. Maybe that will work. And like, I'll take some more of these because fill all the other slots that aren't filled up here with the sweet berries. And there we go. That kind of gives like a full looking fruit basket, and they're a little bit different from one another. Now right here, I can place a knife. Of course, turn it around. Looks like a knife is just laying on the kitchen counter. We have a toaster we can actually place, which is an actual toaster. And I mean, if I had more knives, I mean, I can make like frying pans and stuff. And so we could probably make a couple like pans and then hang them on the wall, but that's about it as far as the kitchen goes. It's kind of cool. So a few more decorating tips that I can totally give would definitely to be, I mean, maybe like place, I'm going to place a pot right here, but to place like some paintings and stuff in certain locations. So like right here would be a good spot for a painting. And look at this. If you don't know what that is from, well, you should do some research on Minecraft Dungeons, because that is a thing from Minecraft Dungeons, which is kind of cool to see in here. Now, I don't think I can place a painting. Oh, I guess I can place one. But keep in mind, like, you're only going to have so much space to place these certain paintings. So you might want to keep that in mind. Like right here, I might paint like, put it like a vista painting, like right here maybe. I think maybe taking it up one would look a little bit better. There we go. And then over here, I kind of want to place banners. Like I want to place banners in like these strategic areas, because I think black banners sort of give off, especially in this area, almost like soundproofing is what this kind of is doing. It almost seems like it's giving off that soundproofing vibe, and it definitely goes with the look here. But you can also use these as like curtains, right? So if you want to place those, that might be a good idea as well. I didn't even think about that till right now. These would make really good curtains. Look at that. You kind of see it blowing in the wind there. That's really nice. And then I guess we could replace this with an actual picture then. Might as well. Look at that. That's pretty. But I'm not digging it quite that much. I mean, we only have so many options. Ooh. That's really pretty right there. Just don't know if I'm liking that too much. Like, that's the thing with pictures. You can honestly go too much. I kind of like that. I think that looks really good. So far, I think this house is definitely set up and looks really good. This right here is a lamp. They just kind of look like little house lamps. But yeah, for the most part, I would call this like a nicely furnished little home here. That I mean, just has a living area with a movie theater kind of thing going on. A little kitchen, no bedroom, of course. But who needs a bedroom when the community bedroom is going to be right here? Speaking of that, I need to get it set up with a bed and all that good stuff, and we could decorate that a little bit. So I think at this point, this actually looks really good. We can kind of like sit down here, enjoy the nice like open area that this has. Oh, and or glitch underneath the building and get herself stuck. Goodness, oh my gosh. The weird things that happen in modded. Wow. Anyways, besides sitting on the couch, this actually looks really good. We have a little writing desk that I set up over here. This is mixing the crayfish furniture mod, and I was having a problem figuring out what would look good in this little corner here, but it goes with a nice little aesthetic, like this little writing desk that we have set up here. The couch with a little bit of gray carpet. I didn't want to make it like perfectly square, so I went with this little pattern. And I also went ahead and made some oak bookshelves in the back and put trap doors to kind of mix that spruce with the dark oak, and it kind of looks really good. I didn't want to go super heavy with the dark, but I wanted to kind of mix it up, and I think the light gray looks good. I added some backing because this looks like just stripped like log on the back. It almost looks like stripped birch a little bit, or like stripped oak. So I went ahead and placed that so you don't see that right when you walk in the door. And of course we could always add a welcome mat, but this one actually kind of feels very like homey to me, especially with the fireplace going on. It's just got a very nice aesthetic. And that so far, I mean, so far this has been one of my favorite projects so far, is building this little like village area. Oh, I also wanted to mention, we now have the silver fox, and I've got to name this. So I think this is going to become the Patreon name at the end of today's episode. So, take stick around for that. So at this point, I definitely need to have some wireless crafting with this mod. So yeah, we should probably start working on the refined storage wireless crafting. Now, for this, I'm just going to need a wireless transmitter. This is going to be placed on a cable like it says. And then we're going to need a crafting grid and some range upgrades. And it's really simple to set up. It doesn't really take all that much to do. Now, we do need a wireless crafting grid. So here is a creative wireless grid. I wonder if that is a thing. Wireless crafting grid. Is that the same thing as... Yes, this is what I want. So this requires a crafting grid. So we just need a plain Jane crafting grid, which actually what I should do is I'll just take the crafting grid from here. Make sure there's nothing here. Because I won't be needing it over there. I won't need a supplementary crafting grid anymore if I can just have one in my inventory, right? So wireless crafting grid. We already have the crafting grid ready to go. We just need to make this, and what was this needing? Oh, it needs a processor. So this is actually really nice because I can just go, all right, I want 10 of those. Bam. Go ahead and craft me up 10. Because I went ahead and set up the auto crafting for them. So all it has to do is smelt them up. And then it's ready to go. And it does throw it inside this one. This is my automated smelter over here. And then things get automatically pulled out. So it's actually really nice. And well, we should already have some. So wireless crafting grid. Bam. There we go. And now this is going to get fully powered because we have a little battery inside here. Now range upgrades. Space upgrades. There we go. They're pretty simple as well. And we should actually have them. I'm gonna go ahead and make 4 of these. I think 4 is the max that you can actually have. And then we just throw that inside of our wireless transmitter. And we should be good. So since we already have this set up here, we go ahead and place this on top of that. And voila, we should be good. Oh, actually, we need to access this. Like I said, we need to place the range upgrades in there. You can see now it goes up to 48 blocks. So 48 blocks within our base range, we should be able to use this. Now, only thing you need to do is shift right click on the controller. And bam, we now have a wireless crafting grid. So we can now access our crafting stuff from not everywhere, but from quite a distance away. Like for the most part, we can access everything over here. Now, if you wanted to expand this, what you can do is because I've actually gotten this question with refined storage. The only thing you need to do to get another like setup going, so you can expand your range. If you're in the overworld, you can either just place more pipes all the way, or cable all the way to where your other crafting area is at, and then place another setup like we just did there. Or you can actually put a network receiver and transmitter and link those together, and this will actually carry over the power that is connected to refined storage, and will also carry over the actual connection to the refined storage itself. And of course, any blocks hooked up to the receiver should work. So the transmitter is going to send. So your transmitter is going to be connected to your main area, and then it'll send over to your other area. And then you'll have to use a card, I do believe. It is this right here, network card. So you place the network card inside of the receiver, and it will link it, or I think you shift right click on it, and it will link to that receiver, and then you place it in the transmitter, and the transmitter will send via this card over here. And of course, it's going to cost power depending on the range. And of course, you can track your power, how much it actually uses over here. So yeah, and it starts to add up as far as power goes. I'm trying to keep my power system as minimal as possible, but having access to this, we should have done a long time ago. So today, I want to give a huge shout out to one of my awesome Patreons, and that is Nova Shep. So there you go, Nova. Thank you so much for your amazing contribution and being a contributor for quite a while. I do appreciate that very much. And I do want to say a thank you to all new Patrons, as we've had a influx of new Patreons recently, and I want to say thank you guys so much for all the support. I know a lot of you guys are probably just now finding out about the Patreon and all the perks that it does include. And some of the perks that it does include is access to our subservers over on our Discord. So be sure to check that out. Right now, we did have Valhelsia. We tried to have Valhelsia, but it's just not exactly ready yet as far as servers go. That's just with 115 and 116 in general. 112 packs do the best on servers. So guys, I thank you guys so much. I really do appreciate it. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Be sure to give this video a huge thumbs up if you haven't already, and also click that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. And this is for some reason the first episode you got to see. So I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you in the next one. And as always, thanks for watching.